and Happy New Year! This is Dr. Denky de la Rosa, and welcome to the very first episode of Dr. Denky TV, your online partner in the fight against cancer. Today is Doc Says Wednesday. The most common question that patients ask me when they're newly diagnosed with cancer is, what should I eat? Often, the underlying tone of that question is, what should I eat to zap away the cancer? The misconception is that by simply adding these cancer-fighting foods, or worse, by taking supplements, that we are already armed in the fight against cancer. But you see, it's not just about adding these cancer-fighting foods nor taking the supplements, but it's about taking a look at the whole diet. For example, if what we eat consists mostly of fast food, instant noodles, canned goods, boxed foods, tocino, longanisa, bacon, sugary beverages such as iced teas or fruit juice from concentrates that are loaded with tons and tons of sugar, then simply adding these cancer-fighting foods nor taking the supplements will not be enough. The truth is, whether we have cancer, diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, gout, PCOS, and any other diseases that are considered lifestyle related, the optimal diet for all these different conditions is essentially the same. And that is to choose mostly plant foods such as unprocessed vegetables, fresh fruits, whole grains or beans, healthy fats such as avocado, coconut oil, coconut milk, olive oil, and to avoid sugary foods and beverages, processed meats, and a lot of fried foods. Our plate should ideally contain 2/3 or more vegetables, some whole grains or beans, and 1/3 or less animal protein. And remember the good fats. Stay away from trans fats. Read the list of ingredients. If it says hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils of any kind, stay away. I often hear people cutting off pork and beef from their diet, but they consume way too much chicken or fish. Regardless of where the source is, too much animal protein is not good. If you have completely cut off animal protein from your diet, be mindful about the amount of carbohydrates consumed, especially if you have diabetes. Too much carbohydrates can make the blood sugar go up. We also need to be careful about meat substitutes, especially veggie meats. Not all veggie meats are made from whole plants. Some of them are made from isolated plant proteins and may contain added oils and chemicals that can make them as bad as processed meats. Transitioning from our current way of eating to a whole food plant-based diet has its own challenges, and therefore, don't expect to be able to change everything overnight. If you feel overwhelmed with all these changes, I recommend that you adapt one change at a time, such as cutting down on sugary drinks, or cutting down on added sugar, or consuming 1 cup of vegetables per day. The key is to be consistent and persistent. And lastly, we will all slide back. Don't worry, there is no competition. It's okay to start all over again. And that's it for today's episode of Dr. Denky TV, your online partner in the fight against cancer. Catch us on next week's episode of Doc Says Wednesday. This is Dr. Denky de la Rosa saying, keep on fighting because we all deserve a healthful and happy life.